A very good evening. I'm Mahib Singh Shan. This is my Edge video. One of the assignments. So today I'll be talking about my biggest weakness and why they're actually helping me grow. When someone asks me about my biggest weakness, I don't try to give a fake humble answer. I've actually reflected on this a lot. One of my biggest weaknesses is that I can get impatient. If I see inefficiency, if I see slow decision making, if I see people overcomplicating something very simple, I naturally think, why are we wasting time? Let's fix it. Earlier, that impatience used to frustrate me, but now I have realized something. That impatience comes from high standards. It comes from wanting clarity. It comes from wanting results. So instead of suppressing it, I'm learned to channel it. Consulting especially has taught me that the influence matters more than the speed. You can't just be right. You have to bring people along. So I'm actually actively working on patience. I'm working on the stakeholder communication which we need to create and the structured persuasion. Because execution isn't just about doing fast, it's about aligning people first. Now, if we talk about another weakness I've noticed is that I tend to take ownership way too much. Whether it's projects, ideas, or even building ventures, I feel like if something matters, I should handle it. That's good for leadership, but it can definitely limit the scalability. Now, in consulting and strategy roles, delegation and leverage are critical. So now I'm focusing on system thinking. Instead of asking, how do I do this? I ask, how do we design this so it works without me? That shift from operator to the system builder is something I'm consciously developing, something I need to work on, and I'm still working on that as well. And maybe the most honest one, I used to believe that execution alone wins. But I've learned that structured thinking plus the communication wins bigger. So I'm sharpening my storytelling, the frameworks, and the data back in arguments. Because in consulting, insight is useless if it's not communicated properly or powerfully. So, yes, I have weaknesses: impatience, over ownership, high self expectation. But here's the difference: I'm aware of them. And self awareness is the starting point of growth. Every weakness I've identified is something I'm actively converting it into an advantage. Impatience results to bias for an action. High ownership, I'm gonna push myself to the leadership drive, and the high standards which I set, that is the performance mindset. So if I had to summarize, my biggest weakness isn't a flaw, it's intensity. And I'm learning to refine it, not reduce it. Because growth isn't about becoming someone else, it's about optimizing who you already are. Thank you. Mahib Singh Shan, signing off. Have a good day.